This episode started.
If you wanted to. Good morning. Welcome to Yap. Today I'm joined by Mel. What's up, Mel? Talk to me about this DJ thing you just came from. Just now.
Just came from. I just came from a gig, so I look rough. No, I just look rough because I rolled out.
If you zoom in, you can see the earplugs inside.
Yeah, this weekend I went to this DJ comp called Your Shot. Saw a lot of familiar faces. Saw Amara from one of the Dating Void things.
Sure.
Yeah. And also saw Quinn from One New Zealand.
Wait, as in like competing or just
competing?
Oh, word.
Yeah,
okay,
so many people that I knew were kind of competing, and then I went because my flatmate was competing.
Yeah.
And it was such a fun time. It was such an interesting vibe. Like, I think they had like 7 stages at once. And it was interesting. There was so many different genres. It was wild. But it's so weird going to those things like completely sober because they start from like, I think they start from like 11.
Yeah. And 11 a.m. to like.
And then you're just there like bopping. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. That's such a different experience.
Hard D&B at 11 a.m. is insane. Sober. You're just sipping your cup of tea. Yeah, that's one of my biggest regrets, not showing up to comp day. For the record, I was in that competition last year, and I did the 6 weeks of training, but then I got sick, and I was like, this is perfect. I never really wanted to go. So I was like, it's fine.
You never really wanted
Not really. Not really. I don't know. I feel weird and awkward in places where like there's crowds.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's the guy that runs a whole dating show.
Stage fright.
That's so wild.
Well, that was me last year. I don't know. I'm a bit of a changed man now. I don't know. Dude, it's crazy. Ever since that, so the dating void, I was like the person at the door, right? So I said hi to everybody. I'm still high off of that. Like, bro, I can literally it sounds so egotistical, but I think I can talk to anybody in the world right now. I could go to Countdown or Woolworths, whatever, and I feel like I could see this person like looking at apples and like strike up a conversation with it. Did us?
Love it.
I think so.
Love it.
Let's not put that to the test, but
love it.
Yeah.
Is it because you met a girl?
No. Yeah. I went to a networking event. I went to an event yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
It was fun. It was cool.
Was it a comedy show / podcast
comedy
thing?
trust thing? It's pretty cool. Stan didn't expect me to be there. I just kind of showed up. I was like, I expected more of the team to be there because I was like, I don't know, surely like somebody.
I completely forgot about it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like everybody did. I was just in the city in the morning. I had breakfast with my family, and I was like, it's right there. Let me just walk up Queen Street. Went low key. If there's any events you guys know about, please put me on. Like, food was gas, bro. I was there for the food. But they had cater station. Food was nice. Talks were okay too, I guess. But like, food was nice.
Cater station is so good.
I've never had it before, dude. Yesterday was my first time ever. They had like that pulled brisket beef, bro.
Oh
my god.
Is cater station halal?
Their beef and lamb is.
Damn. Yeah. You're doing good, cater station.
Yeah. So, bro, you don't understand how much I just kept going. Because they gave us like super mini plates, so you could only have like one tortilla on it.
Yeah.
And I maybe went back 4 or 5 times.
My old work, every time that there was like a birthday or anything, they would like do cater station.
Yeah.
And it was so good. They do so good.
Yeah, cater station is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm such a prisoner of the moment. The last thing I ate is the best thing I ate, so cater station is the best food ever. But no, it's cool. I'm trying to force myself to go into these like networking events and stuff. Did I network with anybody? Not really. Oh, there's just one thing. I was sitting and this woman, like this woman next to me, she taps me like on my leg and she goes like, I think I know you from somewhere. And I was like, wait, what? And she goes like, I think I saw you on TikTok. And I was like,
okay, he is famous, everybody.
I got recognized for the first time ever, bro. I got recognized for the first time ever. That was insane. And then I told Stan, he was like, yeah, because you're sitting next to us. And I was like, no, shut the hell up. Like, no, I got recognized. But that was weird. I don't know if I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You like being the guy behind the scenes?
Well, I guess more so that than like, I don't I don't know how I feel about like being recognized when I don't know the person themselves.
Interesting.
Like if it's a mutual I know of.
Question to the audience, because I feel like there are people who have like behind the scenes personality and people who have on camera personality, and you're definitely on camera personality.
Thank you, I guess. I don't know.
No, like for real though. It's it's interesting that you think that it's like.
Well, I've never been recognized before. Like I've never been told, "Oh, I've seen you somewhere." Like so that was like, I hope it's from a good place. I've seen you somewhere on the headlines. I don't know. That was weird, but cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm never too ill to say hi, so hi.
Too ill to say hi.
Like never, I'm not too cool for school. Addison Rae, TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm like so congested. It's crazy.
I swear Abdella's always congested.
No,
like,
it's crazy.
There are times when I'm sitting next to him and he's like breathing, like heaving.
Yeah, that was
like,
so humiliating. I don't know what conversation we were having, but what on Friday we had a conversation, and I was like, oh, somebody called me out for breathing too loud, and you just doubled down on it, and you were like, yeah, I agree, and I was like, don't.
You mean we were having a conversation about?
It's so embarrassing, bro. But yeah, I have breathing problems. Sorry. Vicks sponsor me.
Vicks.
Yeah.
Hit him up.
Addison Rae though.
Yes.
TikTok. Remember her? The girl who made you feel talentless by doing a TikTok dance better than you ever could? Yeah, she's not that girl anymore. And then you go, oh, she's not doing Renegade by the pool in her family home? So sad. Go. I'm kidding. I have like a little written script. But no, in all seriousness, Addison Rae used to be like the face of TikTok for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe her and Charlie were like at the top of the game.
Yeah, her and Charlie were kind of like neck and neck.
Yeah. They always did the cringe dances from like Renegade to I don't know what else.
Renegade and
Roxanne.
Oh, it's Savage. I'm a savage.
Classic, baby, ratchet. Yeah, something like that. Meg the Stallion.
The amount of people that threw it back to that song is so funny.
It's so cringe. I'm so glad I never I'm so glad I never got to be that. I'm so glad I never danced on TikTok.
I feel like all I remember of these people were those TikTok dances. Like Charlie D'Amelio, that's all I remember her for. Like, granted,
yeah,
I feel like Addison Rae has like done a really good pivot away from it.
I'm really curious about the how, because like obviously when she was in her, let's say, TikTok heyday, she was super in the TikTok universe, I guess. Like she was friends with Charlie. Her boyfriend was like Bryce Hall. Like she was so stuck in that universe, and I think, I mean, I'm assuming she just like pulled away from all that, and now she's like this fucking crazy pop star.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It's kind of giving Disney, and like does Disney like Miley Cyrus and all, like went from Hannah Montana to being Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
But she like reinvented her image so well. But I think somewhere in between, like, I think I was watching a Kardashian episode and she was like best friends with Kourtney Kardashian, and that age gap was so like interesting. Weird. But I kind of think that like she's had multiple attempts at like just doing it.
Yeah.
And she found something that stuck. Because I think people were making fun of her for all her previous songs.
Yes.
But it was kind of like a step in the right direction. She had a song called Obsessed and something else as well. But yeah.
It's interesting because like a lot of TikTokers also try to do that same like pipeline of like becoming a TikToker and then try to pivot into specifically music or like this like pop stardom.
Or like acting.
Yeah, I remember Dixie D'Amelio made a song and everybody made fun of her so bad for that. I don't think she's making songs anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I think that's because like if you're gonna do that kind of thing, you need to like not be cliche, and like like her songs were like so cliche.
Yeah.
She has such a good voice though. That one video of her singing Before He Cheats on one of her concerts was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one thing that really worked for Addison was that she found her unique sound. Like, you know how Ariana Grande has like a unique and like a little like but I feel like also Sabrina Carpenter, like she has her like flirty moments and like she has a very specific sound.
Yeah.
And Addison Rae found that. In addition to like, I think she has gone for that like party girl, messy kind of like vibe.
Brat adjacent.
Yeah. And I think like it's about, I don't know, I think lately the new pop stars that have come out like have really got their image down packed.
Yes.
And I wonder what the formula is behind that, because like I feel like it's a very specific image. Like Sabrina Carpenter, the corsets, the cutesy kind of vibe.
Yeah.
She is Cupid personified.
Yep.
And then there's Olivia Rodrigo, who's like swinging her hair around and like being
yeah. It's really interesting. I think the main thing that you touched on earlier was like her association with the people. Mm-hmm. So like she went from like hanging out with Bryce Hall to hanging out with Khloe Kardashian, and I think that transition was like what made the first step into like her new persona, I guess, or her new era.
Yeah, connections with mainstream celebrities.
Yeah,
and like I don't know. At some point, she was, I think, wasn't she doing a concert with Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan?
Yeah,
and I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
But obviously, like, it's such a small world in their world.
Yeah, and I think also it's like two things. It's like not hanging on, I guess, like associating with the mainstream, but also like in the meanwhile, disassociating from the TikTok people. Mm. Like, I don't really see her around these TikTokers no more.
Yeah.
It's purely like Charlie XCX, Troye Sivan, Kardashians. Like, she's like a different echelon of celebrity now. Celebrity now.
I feel like the game of association in the celebrity world is so interesting.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I want to say when you think about like celebrity romances.
Yeah.
And what is it like Kid Leroy and like Tate McRae?
Yeah.
And people are comparing them to like Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears back in the day. And obviously like they know the formula that works, that like when you couple people together it works. But I think it's also just the ecosystem that you build around you. Like content houses work for a reason. Mormon housewives, the whole reason Mum Talk were a thing because they wanted to leverage each other's like following. Yeah. Like it's kind of interesting. Yeah,
and I think the last thing that like she did really well was like adding a layer of mysteriousness to everything, because like obviously as a TikToker you're encouraged to like post like a copious amount of TikToks every day. You're meant to like flood everybody's feeds, blah blah blah. But I think slowly but surely she slowed down on everything, and like she almost restarted her Instagram. Like she stopped. I guess
it's like a complete reinvention. Yeah. Like I feel like that's what a lot of Disney stars did when they like tried to pivot. Yeah. They went like the complete opposite. They went from like, because I want to say that like Addison Rae, even though she was like throwing it back on TikTok. Yeah. And obviously like she's hot. Yeah. She was still like kind of like cutesy. Yep. You know. Yeah. But she went on the other end and just made herself kind of like after club kind of vibe. Yeah. Yeah.
She also looks really different. When I was like Googling her and stuff, when I saw the photos of her, she does not look like how she looked like 4 or 5 years ago.
She looks like M. Roger. Oh fuck! Like
Emily
that model.
Ratajkowski.
Yeah.
Rada.
Yeah. There are some scenes in the Aquamarine song.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like that.
Let me see Addison. Let me stalk her Instagram real quick.
She is so hot, guys. But yeah.
Right.
I feel like the older I get, the like
I don't know. I don't think this was the person doing the Renegade dance 4 or 5 years ago.
You could say the same about Emma Chamberlain.
Oh, Emma Chamberlain.
That rebrand was wild.
Do you know much about it? Because I was such an Emma Chamberlain fan up until she started doing the Met Gala, and then I just like got disconnected.
She's for the girlies now. She's gone.
She's gone too much. The vlogs were gas, but the second she started selling almond flavored coffee to people, I was like, nah, she lost me.
Yeah, I think that was really interesting. I think she just kind of like she slowly. Oh, I think this is what it is. They try a variety of different things, and when like they find something that people like really resonate with, they lean fully in. Yep. So obviously, like she was increasingly getting noticed. Well, not noticed because she's famous, but like she was increasingly getting like noticed specifically for her fashion.
Yep.
And she just leaned fully in.
Yep.
And then there suddenly like luxury brands wanted to sponsor her. So she went from like accessible like tees, because I feel like she started the whole like baby tees look, and like she went from that to like fully luxury because like it was like a hard pivot. Yeah. And I feel like with Addison, like she just kind of like leaned in fully into music, like did not do the TikTok stuff, did not do anything else. Like she focused her brand. And I think that's probably it. That's like
you need like you gotta go in. Yeah, you gotta go all in.
Yeah, you can't be like doing 1,000,001 things. Like I don't know, like I feel like Jennifer Lopez tried 1,000,001 things. Yeah. But what do you really remember her for?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was an actress. She acted in so many movies. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people know her for being Diddy's ex-wife. There's that too.
I feel like every conversation circles back to Diddy, which is
so crazy. Diddy takes so much real estate up here. It's crazy.
Back to Addison though. Like, what do you think?
I think she's uncringed herself. I think she's become not cringe. I think the association with Charlie XCX is fucking insane. Her new look is really nice. Am I a fan of her now? No, but I'm more likely to be a fan of her now than I was 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. And I think I don't know what it is. Maybe this is like some toxic fan behavior thing, but like I like when celebrities are giving us less. I like when there's an aura of mystery. Yeah, about it.
There's a little bit of intrigue. There's a little bit of like, you guys don't know anything.
Yeah, like she'll only pop out when she wants me to see her, kind of thing.
Adele does that best.
Adele, bro. every like The Weeknd, kind of like all the really good artists, all the popular artists only show up when like on their terms, kind of thing. It's not just posting for the sake of content. It's not posting for the sake of posting with the fear of like losing their audience. It's like, no, my audience is gonna be there for me no matter what. And if anything, if I post less, the second I post, they're just gonna become like rabid. In a cult fan base kind of thing. Yeah.
It's like an exclusivity thing almost. Like, it's so interesting because like I want to say Taylor Swift, even though she's super connected to her community, like she does that really well as well.
Yeah, because like no one really knows Taylor Swift beyond her music. She doesn't do that many interviews.
That's true.
We don't like. She's not posting stories. Hey guys, today I'm doing like it's not. Yeah, it's all through her music. And it's
and they only really do that kind of thing when they've like put out an album or like like it's very specific promo.
It's all marketing rollout.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, have you been to Coldplay?
No, but I saw the stories. It looked insane.
Okay, not to be on my hater shit, but yeah, the amount of people that posted about like how Coldplay was the best night of their life was like, damn, did I really miss out on like such a nice? Because like in my head, Coldplay is like, I don't even know how much I can emphasize how much of like. It's like millennial music that like is just on the radio.
I get you, but I think it's that aspect of like, you know, it's like really nice when you can sing along to a song.
Like yes, but I'll push back. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're crying for a fucking Coldplay song? That's.
But like, does "Fix You" not make you want to cry?
No,
really.
I'm not like that emotional
when you
music.
Try your best, but.
I don't know.
It's so fucking sad.
It's just memes playing in my head when that song plays. Like not
memes.
Yeah, like
oh my god, an insight to Abdel's psyche, guys.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like in disbelief. I was like, am I am I in the minority? I probably am.
Probably. I feel like it's just like you're probably a hype music kind of boy, and sometimes people just like maybe. I don't know. For me, Coldplay is like my sit in my feels, crying on my bed kind of song when I need to release, you know?
Yeah. And I will never get that. So that's fine.
Compartmentalization. We love that.
Yeah. TV shows, Love Island.
Love Island.
Not just Love Island. I mean, a bunch of TV shows in general.
Here for love. That song. That's what the Love Island song is. Why are we laughing?
I don't.
Sorry, I'm really random. I like Italy. No, it's I think Ella Iyer. I can't fucking say her name. She's Ireland.
Yeah.
Irish. What?
She is Ireland. I am Republic of Korea.
But yeah, she it's I feel like such a popular like part, such an integral part of like pop culture.
Yeah.
No.
It's scary because like with the rise of these like reality shows, every year, every season, every episode, they have to up the ante because what's done is now normal. There's a new baseline every time. Like it went from, oh, let's see what the Jersey Shore people are like to now like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Like the premise itself is insane, keeps getting more insane, but I think also the content within the episode also gets more insane. Like, how do we go from like showing how people live their life on Jersey Shore to fucking swinger parties?
Yeah. If you've watched Married at First Sight Australia season 6, bro, that season was fucking wild. People were throwing wine at each other at the dinner table. It was insane. It was the most dramatic shit I've ever seen on TV. Yeah.
And obviously, as like show producers, they are incentivized to like highlight like the best moments of the show, and the best moments are usually the most negative that are gonna like cause a frenzy, a reaction on social media right when it happens.
And apparently, they pick villains
on purpose.
Yeah, and they edited.
Break that down.
No, for real. Like, for example, Love Island USA, the recent one that popped off, the one with Leah, Miguel, Serena, and what's her name? Janae.
Yeah. Wait, what show is this?
Love Island USA.
Okay.
They popped off. Like previous seasons, all was like dead, but like for some reason this season popped off, and it's because of those 3 girls. And like they had wanted to edit the show in a way that Leah was the villain, but obviously like Lady was crazy in some scenes, but I think the fact that she like was really good at owning up to her shit like made the nation love her. Like she was one of the like she is the most followed contestant. She is like she's basically like the most popular person coming out of that show. And like it's so interesting because like when you like look at these like reality shows, there's always a villain. Yes.
And I think there's something in that where like the casters are like incentivized to cast actual like horrible people. But then it's also on the flip side, the actual people are incentivized to be the most horrible version of themselves to make it on the show or like to get the camera time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a catch-22. You cannot win in that scenario. You're always like if you want camera time, you got to be the asshole.
Yeah. Selling Sunset, Nicole, there were a lot of interviews being done about Nicole going after Chrishell, and it was purely for camera time. And also like Made in Chelsea, the cast, they would talk about it like in interviews how like they would have to hold on to secrets, and like the production team would want to say like this person cheated on this person on camera. Yeah. And it's just wild.
It's
stirring
messy.
The pot, you know?
Yeah, it's messy.
But like I guess, you know, without the views there's no paycheck.
Yeah.
But that's just wild that we're like, you know, like rewarded for
bad behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's something really interesting in that like reality TV was always meant to show like the real version of us. But now it's showing like the worst version of us. And now I feel like maybe this is like a reach, but I feel like people are seeing what's happening in reality TV and trying to replicate it in real life.
Interesting.
So like, oh, they are picking up that like, oh, cheating scandals are like the best thing to get your numbers up. So like, why don't we get into a cheating scandal and like fuck the whole internet up?
Yeah.
Or like these like toxic creators, they always got the most numbers. Like when I think of like especially like the alpha males type beats, like the Andrew Tates, all of them, they all say and do stuff that is inherently wild just to get those numbers up. Because like if you think about it, they're probably not like that in real life.
Yeah.
They're probably like an actual human who can laugh, share a joke, whatever. But
Gordon Ramsay is like that. Like like everyone in his life has said that he is a amazing human.
Yeah.
Like he is such a good, like he's stern. He's a stern boss, but like he's not like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's so interesting. Like it's so played out for the camera. He's known to be this like shitty person in
boss.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
But like then you see documentaries of him going to prisons and helping people like learn
He's a little
skills.
Sweetie. He's a little sweetie.
He seems so nice,
He's
guys.
a sweetheart.
I went through a phase where I was just falling asleep to cooking videos of him. It was so weird. His voice is so soothing when he's talking about like steak and he's like, look at how beautiful that steak is. It's like
beef Wellington. On that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning to the podcast. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.